Money Talk. I am Teresa, and today we will be speaking with Miss Shell, she's here to talk to us about streams of income. Moms, do you want streams of income? Welcome to the show, Dr. Shell. Can you introduce yourself for us?
Oh my gosh, yeah, Tree, thank you so much. Thanks so good to be with you today. Yes, I'm Jennifer Shell. I've been a chiropractor for 24 years, and it's been amazing. I'm a mom. I've got 2 teenage boys, and I'm sure we'll discuss this, but like, huge pivot for me was I've had this vocal cord issue for like probably 26 years, 27, and for a time it held me back, like an introvert. And anyways, my journey through that, being now on podcast, I think that might even inspire some too.
Wonderful. So you know
Yeah.
what? Jumping off of that, can you give like a little bit of courage if you have something that comes against you that you really have nothing to
Yeah.
do? You have no options. Advice would you give to a mom that's
Yeah.
dealing with something under control?
Yeah, well, so for years I would hide from it. Like I was really introverted and I wouldn't call my patients. I needed somebody. Like I just make a phone call. I was stopping myself. And then
Right.
I realized like something shifted was there was this great book. It's called and in that book I really was like I'm coming from a place of service. Like
Right.
when you come from a place of service, it forces you to action because it's not about you.
That's
It's about
right.
everybody that you're serving. So that's one thing. But the second thing is there's a third great book called The 5 Second Rule by Melrose. And basically the whole problem, you're scared. Maybe you're scared to do something. Maybe you know you need to get out of a relationship. Maybe you know you need to change job. Maybe you know your health needs to change. The whole process is you take 5 seconds, count down, and you do it. So when I was scared, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I can get into it for my second income stream that I started, I was like, I'm scared. And then I realized you have to do things scared to grow. So
That's right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pick up the phone.
Jump, yes, jump, because women naturally we lack confidence sometimes. Some women lack confidence, not everyone, so please don't take it offensively.
No,
But
right.
some women have problems with confidence, and as soon as a little bit of fear kicks in, back off. But being that you have a vocal cord,
Yeah,
you that took a lot of faith and a courage to just step out.
it
And
did.
so, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I was just gonna say, like, when when I pivoted my mindset and I operated from a place from fear, I grew every single time that I got scared, but I did it.
Wonderful. That is good. And so, listeners, what drew me to Dr. Shell, which she says I can call her Jen, but I do like calling her Dr. Shell, is that she stated that she decided. Yeah. Okay, we'll call her Jen. Y'all. I want to be called Dr. Shell. But one of the things that intrigued me about her trading time money, and most of us, unless you're doing something that you really love, we will stop trading time for money. So, and why you decided to time for money?
Yeah, yeah. So, like I said, I've been a chiropractor, so my job is very physical and love my patients. Like I love it, but I realized like I was tired too. You know, like it's tiring. And during the pandemic, like when the world kind of slowed down, I took some time to reflect and I really realized I was trading my time for dollars and like most of us do. And I started thinking like, how can I pivot this? So For me, it was marketing, which I knew nothing about. And when I was like, I'm gonna try this because it was like looks viable to me. My dad was like, "Oh no, don't get into that. It's bad news." And his dad had been burned, and I was like, "Okay, but I really believe like the product. Let me just try it." And I just went with. I loved it, and it's been amazing. And I was like, I can make a secondary income from my house on my phone. I'm like, all moms need to know this. But I think there's such a stigma with like network marketing. And it's not for everybody. But that's the route I went, and it's been a total game. I'm just talking about it.
Good. Well, can you tell us what network marketing is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good point. So, work marketing is where you are working for a company with a company, but it's your own kind of business. So, for me, if somebody who orders product, I have to keep the stock. The company ships it. They handle all the credit card collection. Like, I don't have to do any of that. But what I do, instead of my product being on his shelf in a store, I'm belly to belly talking to people. And how can I help them? And would my product be of service to them? So
Right.
it's really a relationship based thing. And, you know, I think to look at the company and look at where they put their, it's like, this isn't go quick, this isn't, you know, scammy thing. Like it has to be something you really believe in, solid reputation. But anyways, so I just build my own team. So I have a team of women. We all work together. We're helping people and having fun and together, and it's just been so fun.
Well, wow. So, like, getting home one day, you came here.
Okay, let me tell you the backstory on that. So before the pandemic, like before the country shut down, I saw this patient of mine. She brought her baby in, trusting the baby. And they were, and it was like February. I'm like, gosh, where'd you guys go? And she goes, oh, I'm earned an exclusive trip to Hawaii for my family. And like, what? Huh? And I was like, oh, okay. And I left it. And then he mentioned what she was doing. And I was like, okay. And like I said, I'm sitting, I'm like, how? I had crocheted like 45 scarves over 2 weeks.
Wow.
Because there's nothing else to
You couldn't do nothing else.
right, just crocheting. So, anyways, I was like, gosh, I'm gonna search that. So I went on YouTube. She popped in my mind. And on YouTube to this deep dive, like into the company, who they supported, the farmers, the all like, oh my gosh, like this brings tears to my eyes. Like I feel such purpose behind this, and so I was like, well, I would like to do this. I want to win free trips too, and I want people.
Right, right.
And have. I've earned Jamaica, Hawaii, gosh, Texas, and all. I mean, also, a cruise. So many trips. Some fun. I love this.
And so you said something.
Mexico. Yeah. Sorry.
No, what did you say? Say that again.
I earned a bunch of trips, like a cruise to Mexico, Jamaica, uh, gosh, whatever else I said. There was like
A lot.
it's fun.
And so you've been doing it for what, about 5 years or?
This is my fifth choice to write. Probably April of 2020. So I'm coming up in 5 years. Yeah.
Wow. You said something else that you said you have a team.
Yeah. Yeah. So, when I realized like I was teaching classes just on Zoom through the through COVID and all this stuff, and I just started earning like a nice sum, and I'm like, I gotta tell people that they can do it too. So I started people, and so I have a team all over country, and it's amazing because we're friends. I'm not their boss. I'm their colleague. Like, I'm just show them and I mentor, and they can build their business as big as they'd like, or as small as they want, whatever time they've got. It's an example. So for a new, you don't have a ton of time. Like, we're working between nap time and then after baby goes to bed for maybe an hour. Like, that's not that's not an unrealistic thing, right? And with that, earning to build a little business from your home.
That's good. And so now with your chiropractor business, do you do it much now, or did you cut back some?
Yeah, I cut so for maybe 20, probably 20, 25 hours a week, which, this also is great because somebody's working, maybe they work full time, but they're not happy, right? And they're like, well, how build anything else or anything else when I'm stuck at the job? So this is building a pipeline. Have you ever heard this story? Right?
Yes.
So it's like the time that you put into, after a little bit, building the pipeline. After so many months or whatever, you turn the spigot on and you've got the business going. So
You do. And a lot of stay-at-home moms, because I was one back in the day, you think that that's all you can do is be a stay-at-home mom. Granted, that is the greatest and the biggest assignment that God possibly give us, a husband or having and children or just having the children. But some moms might want to make extra income, so if they want to go do a little extra for the baby or do some of the baby room, they can do it. And sometimes moms lost into being a stay-at-home mom, forget who they are because they become the stay-at-home mom, the go-to person. And so if you can get a side hustle and make some from it, it can help you make your beyond being a mom and stay home, which I did it. But I also lost my identity also by being a stay-at-home mom. That was my entire world.
yes.
So if we can help another mom say, well, okay, I'm going to give my babies, my family, my 110%, but I'm going to do this right here just for me.
Right.
So what you're talking about, does it take a lot of money to get into network marketing?
Well, okay. Well, specifically for what I know, I have seen some stuff where it mind-blowingly expensive. This is like $100. I mean, you could start even with less. That's just to kind of like get you some, so you can start experiencing it. Like, you need to know what it's about,
Right.
too. You know what I mean? So yeah, like $100, which first is opening like a brick and mortar store or shop or boutique or restaurant. Like, that's a huge investment.
Right.
So for me, like, when my dad was like, oh, you gotta, like, it is, but this isn't what Grandpa did. Like, he spent a ton of money and lost a ton of money.
Oh.
Like, shady, and that's what ruins them for the industry. We like to call ourselves social sellers.
So now, yeah, that is true. Now that you're in network marketing, can you share with us what your product is?
Oh, yeah, for sure. So I represent doTERRA. So doTERRA stands for Gifts of the Earth. So this is just what aligns with me. It's really the highest quality essentials that I've found. And I'm a nerd. Like, I need to see the numbers. Like, somebody can say, oh, these are pure organic. But if you don't show me the testing for the purity, I can't stand behind that. So that to me was like a very big deal. And we do supplements, and we've got like metabolism support, like really everything. So when I'm teaching, I can do classes like about how to use essential oils are good for, or I can pivot and do stuff on like heart health and metabolism or foundational. It's like there's and they're really great. So
Okay. And so because you walked this journey, why do you think a stay-at-home mom should consider
yeah.
getting an additional stream of income coming in?
Well, I think these days we can all benefit. I'm just the cost of groceries banana. So
Right.
I feel like if I can help empower a woman, first of all, to realize capable
Oh,
that she
yes.
can do it, that she can help others, then also to help support her family. My friend, this replaced her income. Like when was able to retire. Like this potential, it's whatever you kid.
So you do how to do this.
That is my passion. Yeah.
Wow. So if we have a woman that's looking and watching and it's sparking her interest, maybe I could get a secondary income.
Yeah.
I might can do it so I can tell my boss. See you later.
Hi. Yeah.
What is your method? Yeah, tell us your method.
Yeah, so really flexible. So if somebody is close to me, like I'm Michigan, Metro Detroit, I do in person, like sitting down and we talk, and I help them. Like they're not gonna know how to teach a class. Like I
Right.
teach, and if they get comfortable and they're like, I can do this, great, you do that. But I do a lot on Zoom. Like I have one team that's in Hawaii, so we had to do everything Zoom. Sometimes I also will fly to the person. So if somebody is really like ready to go and they want to set up be in-person classes and some Zoom classes, and they're like, I'll fly out and help them started.
Well, Jen, that is amazing. So, single moms, or if you just want a secondary stream of income,
Yeah.
you need to look Jen up so that she can help you get things going. We're still early in 2025. It's not too late to have an additional stream of income. And so, Jen, never can you tell them how to find you while we're here at point?
Yeah, so I'm not like super on social media, but I'm on Instagram. So if you just go Jen Shell underscore DC, which stands for Doctor of Chiropractic, I'm there. Also, just DM me. I'm on Facebook, Jennifer Shell. So search out and just message me. I'm happy to help.
Wonderful. So, in dealing with moms getting additional stream of income, let's move over to anxiety and stress because if you are a stay-at-home mom,
Working mom.
if you are a mom and you
Yes.
gotta go to work, homework, diapers, all of this stuff, like
Yeah.
I can talk about it because I did it later on.
Yep.
So, can you talk to moms about dealing with anxiety and stress?
Yeah, actually, I have a really funny story about that. So, I have two teenage boys, and my youngest, he was diagnosed with ADHD when he was 6. He was real hyper, had a hard time listening. So, this will play into anxiety and stress for me and him. So, anyways, the pandemic hits. I'm at home, my husband, my oldest son, and he's rolling around on the floor like somersaults, and I'm like, buddy, you have got to sit down, we got to get this work done. He looked at me, well, the reason I'm not being very good at this is because no, the reason I'm not being very good is because you're not very good at this. I was like, touche, I don't know how to teach you. So I was like, oh my gosh, I gained control. So I pulled out my oils, and one of my favorites is this blend. It's called Adapt, and it's got different oils in it: peppermint, lavender, wild orange, just really nice. So, anyways, I started diffusing it, and I was having him drink a little wild orange. Most brands you cannot just so you know, but this one you can. It helps elevate, like make you a little happier. Anyways, I did that for 3 days. The adaptives, he's doing great. And our homework done, I'm like, oh my gosh. So I said nothing. So Teresa, on the third day, he comes up to me and puts little cunting hand on my and says, Mom, I have got to tell you, those oils you've been diffusing, they've really helped you. You have not flown off the handle in 3 days. Nothing about him focusing. So that's how we were getting the job done, but that's good. Anyway, stress, anxiety, I don't think people realize, first of all, your diet plays a huge role. Like, you have to get enough protein, lower the sugar. Sugar is going to make you lose your mind.
Right.
Right? So,
yes.
So protein and then some great oils that I love for when we're feeling stressed or feelings. Lavender is a fabulous oil. Frankincense, like I love for just grounding. There's another oil called vetiver. Have you ever heard of vetiver, Teresa?
No.
So my kids used to buy stink oil. It's not like it smells kind of like a fire, like not awesome, but it works so good for just like chilling me out.
That's what a lot of us women, we are fake. And
Right?
we need to just
Hello.
calm down
Definitely.
that all the time. And so
Me too.
focusing, we've created this term brain fog.
Yeah.
So what recommendations can you give to moms,
Yeah. With
working
brain fog.
moms,
Yeah.
that help us with focus?
Yeah. So, well, first of all, one of the big things with brain fog is, again, it always comes back to diet. And the easiest things that I always recommend for my patients is you need to be getting enough water. Like
Oh,
at
yes.
least 6 at least, because if you're dehydrated, you're going to have brain fog. The second thing, protein, like you've got to be eating meat or beans or fish or poultry, something, parts, tofu, so whatever you need. So it's lots of protein. And then where else was I going to go with? Sugar, low sugar, and then focus that there's some great oils. I love to use peppermint. Like, I'm just with some real basics. Like, peppermint is so uplifting. 2 drops, the palm of my hands, rub it together, and make a little cup. And what's awesome is you breathe the oil. Again, this is why it's so important that it's pure, because when you breathe it, it's going up to your smell nerve, your olfactory nerve, which goes right up to the limbic system in your brain. That's where we process emotion. So sleep, focus, anger, lack of energy, anything, you can literally help change your environment with oils. That's my favorite thing.
Okay, well that sounds good. And because we are the money talk, we talk about money all the time. This show is basically for working moms and stay-at-home moms. So because you went on and you did a secondary stream of income, can you give the audience 2 to 3 reasons why they should consider additional stream of income?
Yeah, to help take a off, to help alleviate some of the financial stress. The second is to feel independent, like you're doing something, like you had like that loss of identity. Find you. You're still a mom, but you're also you. You're Teresa. And then my biggest purpose for me, like the third thing, was purpose. Like, I want to have a purpose bigger than myself. How can I make the greatest impact? Like, yes, I can see patients all day, but I'm just one woman. I'm helping a whole team of women who are helping. That's where we really get the trickle out effect.
Okay, and Jen, I know you can talk on this, and so I can't let you go. And it's so heavy on my heart, because like one of your main things was you decided that you were going to stop trading your time for money. That's big. Can you
Yes.
talk about that just a little bit? Because I
Right.
know it got to be a mom on here
No.
to hear this.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So listen, we can have burnout, right? And we're trading dollars for hours. Sometimes that's not our worth either. So
Right.
what I'm building now is something where it's residual. Like every single month, I have customers coming into the month who are purchasing product because they love it, helps them. So that's helping me each month. I'm helping other people, so I'm still working, of course. It's I set my time. I decide how much to make and not how much I'm willing to put forth. That's me.
Right. So that's what a lot of people are missing is the autonomy. You
Yeah.
make your own schedule, you do what you want, like you have freedom. And so
Yes.
now when you look on your life, you're not going to regret that you spent so much time working in a job that really didn't represent you. You enjoyed, but you'll be able to look back on your life and be grateful and thankful that you found this stream of income so that you could spend more time with your children.
With your children, with your family, doing the
Yes.
things, not missing the events. I worked every Saturday of 18 years. I missed all sporting events, all the things. I promised I have to do that. We don't have to make that choice.
Well, see, now that's almost like a tearjerker. So I know there has to be a mom that's listening to this because
Yes.
when you're in the diaper and you have to wake up all night, it really feels like it's gonna last forever. But then get into the stage when they get in first grade, second, they start doing these sports, and you gotta work until 5 o'clock. By the time you get there, it's 6 o'clock. The game is already over. That's going to lead to a regret in your life when you look back.
It is now. As he graduates high school, it's a blink of an eye. And if anybody could weigh me out on the things that I did, man, like that's why we're here, right, Teresa, to help travel and make pivot from changes where we didn't see it,
Right. And so women, we get so lost in life and doing things and being busy. Like really we are the go-to person.
Yeah.
And I'm you, Jennifer. Like our girls got older. I started working full time. They did like track and things like that. And I have to just like rush, like to
Yes.
get to their games or to meet them at the track meet. And see, like back then, if I would have known like what you know now, maybe I just would have worked part-time and had an additional stream of income.
Yep.
But I wasn't thinking like that back then.
I didn't was such a thing. So I'm right there with you. So anybody that we can help, we're here
Right.
for it.
Yeah. And because you open this can of worms, it's like when you're in the diaper stage, we don't really think about the high school years, the elementary years.
Fast.
It comes fast. And when your child goes to school and you're at home, maybe watching TV, you could be making some money.
Yeah, now. Get off
Yeah.
that keister. Let's do this.
Right, you could be making some money, or you have the freedom to not miss your children's at school
Yes.
and take it right where I am now. You have to think of when they leave. When they leave, if have nothing
No
that
sense of
identifies,
you. Yeah.
then what's gonna identity is gonna go with your children.
Yes.
So important, women. We're not trying to tell you what to do. We are here
No.
to help you.
And you follow your passion. What interests you? What do you feel passionate about? Maybe it's makeup, maybe clothing. Like there's companies good to look in.
Right, and I'm just like a big person on just try to maintain who you are.
Yes.
So when your children go off and leave, you'll be able to pick up and keep going. You're not going to go into this empty nester depression and not going to realize, oh, I couldn't go to none of the games because I didn't get off from work until 6 o'clock. You have time to change. And so if you don't know what network marketing is, if you want to reach to Jen, please do. She's here to help. She is an overcomer, okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, thank
You
you.
You're welcome. You are an overcomer. So can you tell them again how to find you?
Oh, for sure. So just go to Instagram for Jen Shell _ DC or Facebook Jennifer Shell and send me a message in Messenger. I'm
And taking any more people on your team.
yeah, we're
Cool.
growing.
So if you want to be a part of her team, reach out to her and learn to do so you can cut back on your work hours and get more control of your time. Okay? All right. Well, Jennifer, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. I enjoyed it. It was really fun.
I enjoyed it too, and I know your message is going to be a blessing to someone. You've overcome. There's a woman out there that needs to believe and do the 5-second rule and just do it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So thanks again for joining me, Jennifer.